So today I am launching my brand new channel. It's a cartoon channel. It should be pretty cool. Pretty excited about it. And what it basically is YouTube's kind of being a stink about what videos I can have on my channel that is going to be monetized. And it looks like, I'm guessing it's the cartoon channels or all the cartoon videos. So I'm moving into a brand new channel, and I have a link to it in here for the first one. The first video is going to start in about 15 minutes, and we'll watch it together. So what I want you guys to do is when my timer goes off, I have it set on my phone to go off, then we will all switch together to the new channel and check out the first cartoon, which is all about King Hssss. Now, I've already had one King Hssss cartoon before. This one, though, I don't have my commentary, being that YouTube's not going to accept it regardless. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to make it without a commentary so you guys can fully enjoy the audio without me going blah, 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 blah in the background. But I will chat during the video so we can talk together and have fun watching it at the same time for the first time. So that'd be really cool. So as you guys know, King Hssss is one of my favorite bad guy factions. It's not the only one, but it is kind of a cool one. And so from even back in the 80s style, I've been customizing King Hssss. Hey, Master Far, please tell me you got the Castle Grayskull PowerCon set. That's actually a good question. I did. I have ideas for it, but I don't want to talk about it today on this channel. I want to wait. But if you want, Master Far, try to find me on Facebook or heman.org so we can talk. And I have ideas, and we'll check that out. So while we're waiting for my timer to go off, let's go ahead and check out one of my King Hssss I made a long time ago, and I've showed them before. But since we're just waiting, oh, something else. I put the first resin coat on here. It's getting pretty nice. It's nice and smooth now. I still have to do the resin coat on everything else, including the skull on top. But eventually I'll be showing you guys that dungeon, and then I'll be making the miniature dungeons for the Origins figures. Anyway, so here's a King Hssss that we all know and love, right? And of course he sneaks up on He-Man. All I have here is Wonder Bread He-Man to show you. Let's pretend like this is He-Man, or He-Man from the past, as we saw. And then, of course, you know, he goes, hey, buddy, hey, friend, what's up? And then, blah, he turns into this cool snake guy. Psh, Transformers. Oh, wrong song. Blah. And then he's a snake guy, and he attacks him, and hiss, 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 right? And, you know, it's kind of cool, but I've never liked how he's always looking up. I mean, that's always kind of bothered me. It's one thing. And only having two little arms, not really a lot to go on there. It's not, I mean, it would be scary, but not scary enough. So that's when I made my version of King Hssss. And for those who are just joining, this is actually a launch of a brand new channel about He-Man cartoons. And I'm going to have 2000X. I'm going to have new adventures, Filmation, all kinds of different genres of He-Man on there. And it's not going to have my commentary like usual. It's going to actually be just the real audio from the cartoon on there. So that will be cool. So my version of King Hssss is, it was more important about the snake form than it was the actual figure itself. Come on apart there. So the snake form, notice his head's going forward instead of up, and he's got extra arms. So now he's a little bit more of a threatening force with more snakes to attack. And so that's kind of what I was doing, was the idea, was having this other... Now, because his face goes forward, I actually have a steel rod in his mouth that I had to paint over afterwards. It was some hot glue covering it. But the steel rod's bent and forces his neck to bend. You can see that. And then because of that, I had to sand out the face so that it would still fit on there, because the head went straight up before, and so it went up inside this little cavity up there. And now with the face being leaning forward, I had to make this half transformed. And then I also had to take and drill holes in the back to fit his cool new arms that just go right in the back like that. And that way then he can keep his arms on the whole time. Of course, when someone comes from behind, it looks kind of weird to see these extra snake arms coming out. Of course, his face is sticking out too now. So that was my first King Hssss custom that I made. I was pretty happy with it. So another King Hssss Hssss Custom. Let's see, how much time do we have left? Okay, it starts at 6:45, so we are getting closer there. So I'll just keep talking for a while. And if you guys want to click that link to the cartoon, have it ready in another tab, that's a great idea. So it's ready to go. So another King Hssss custom that I made is this one right here. And at first glance, it's like, let's just King Hssss 2000X from the He-Man 2-pack, right? Let me get this one out of here to show the difference. And the answer is no. No, it is not. It looks similar, but it's not. The King Hssss we got from the 2002 pack, it had the Snake Armor He-Man and King Hssss. It was actually a different shade of green. See how it's kind of a muted grayish green. And so what I did was I actually used the King Hssss we got released before that had the more olive green and decided to use that green instead. So that's what this King Hssss is. So you can see the color difference in the greens on his legs right there. So you can see there it's a different shade of green on there. And that was kind of the idea, was I wanted to make so it matches the King Hssss we got right before this. So there is my other King Hssss. And then second, he's got this fat bulky armor underneath there. As you can see, those arms don't go down all the way. And so my King Hssss, I carefully cut that out. And you can see that his arms go down. And of course he has a shoulder fix. So you can see that this torso has been split and put back together, which you can kind of see that little seam right there. Kind of stinks. You can see the seam. But this way then the shoulders have the points go in the right direction. Because the first King Hssss we got, the shoulders were backwards. It's like backwards. And then when it came to the transformed King Hssss, what makes this cool is one, he's got the dark green legs also, because I wanted to match, right? And then I added this cool back piece, which we didn't see, and the helmet. So when he transforms, it's like the cartoon. And when I show you the cartoon, you will see, it should have been an arrow pointing to it in the cartoon, showing this cool back piece here and half helmet that looks just like that in the cartoon. So that's what King Hssss turns into in the cartoon, not just snakes coming out, but actually with those added parts as well. Now, if you'd like these added parts, if you go to he-bro.com, you can order these on Shapeways. And then, of course, paint it after you get it to match. So there you go. There are the cool parts. All right, let's see how much time we got left. And if you guys want to click the link ahead of time, you can. We got 5 minutes left. And the way you get to the link is when you're looking at your phone or tablet or whatever, just turn off the chat, if I do this right. And in the, let's see, where is it? I think we click here. There you go. Click the little down arrow there, and you can see the link to it, and there it is right there. And if you click that link, it will then take you to the new video that is waiting for you right now. It's going to premiere in 4 minutes. So check that out. Subscribe to that brand new channel so you guys can see other cartoons coming. Again, I'm going to have Filmation in there. I'm going to have new adventures. It's going to be a whole bunch of everything. It's going to be really cool. And again, it's not going to have all my commentary like you usually see in there. It's going to be just the actual live or the actual audio it's supposed to have. Let's take a look at your guys' comments. Snooker asks, how's it going, man? It could be better. It's probably been one of the toughest 2 weeks I've had in a long time. It's been pretty rough. Let's see. Oh, thank God. Just promised you'll make a 3D printable spirit as well as the souls for Shapeways. So I'm not going to make the souls. I'm actually going to make a dungeon like this. And the top grate of the dungeon is actually the Well of Souls. So you can put whatever you want in there. It's not going to be the small little one. It's going to be probably about this high. So it's not going to be as tall as this one here because it's going to be made for Origins figures. And it will be a cool little dungeon. And it's got, you know, like the gate that slides and way cooler than just some little plastic piece that fits inside Castle Grayskull. So that's going to be a lot of fun, really cool. That is one terrifying King Hssss. Thank you so much, Dominique. I appreciate that. The toys of time play gone by. It's so funny. Every time I see my Clamp Champ, I call him Hebro, laughing out loud. Great content. King Hssss is such a great character with fun play features. He is. I wish the one in the 80s would have got more. I mean, we had like, we had He-Man and Skeletor as the main baddies, and then Hordak also was the main baddie, and they all had different variations, right? We had, of course, regular, and then we had the battle armor, and we had the dragon, and all kinds of cool Skeletors, right? And even had the Terror Claw, and then even Hordak. Hordak had Buzzsaw, and he had the Spin Blade or whatever it was called, I forget. Hurricane, there you go, Hurricane Hordak. But we never got more King Hssss. We never got a Battle Armor King Hssss. We never got other cool King Hssss in the line. We only have just this one, and he's very limited on what he can do because, he has the one cool feature where he can turn into a snake, and that's basically about it. And so, for being a leader of a faction, you would hope he'd have a lot more that he could do besides just transform. And the gimmick only works once. You can only turn into a snake and trick people once. Now, when I used to play, I'd pretend that King Hssss, after he transformed into the horrible snake-like figure, that he would actually, when he would attack, it would also cause a forgetfulness. So that they'd forget that it was the heroic King Hssss that transformed into this scary snake monster. Otherwise, the gimmick only works once. So that after his attack or whatever, he'd forget, oh, hey, it's my good friend, Mr. Snake Guy, King Hssss. And then, bam, turn into evil King Hssss again. So that was always kind of the plan. All right, so there's 25 of you guys online. Let's get ready to click that link. And if you want to go to it early, you can. Make sure you like and subscribe to the new channel. It premieres in 60 seconds. So here's the countdown. And if you guys can, or not just like and subscribe, but start sharing it around. If you're on Facebook or somewhere else before the premiere starts, we got less than a minute left. Start sharing that link. Right now I have 0 subscribers on there. I see 6 people are watching right now on the new channel, so that's great. And I'll watch it with you guys, and then I'll stop this live feed once that one starts. And then I'll chat with you guys while we're there. Let me go ahead and chat publicly on the new one. Oh, there's my alarm. Okay, you guys, it is time to switch over. Otis the Bulldog's there. Jeremy Crow is there. Let's see, who else is over there? And Hebrew Exercises is one of my other channels. So if you see me typing Hebrew Exercises, that's me. But when I go in the other room, I'll use my Hebrew one. So let's see, it just says begin shortly. There's 8 of you guys there now. Keep going. Everyone click over there to the new channel. And the link's at the top of the chat. And it's also there's a countdown. Hey, look at that. YouTube's got a brand new countdown. Let's listen to what it sounds like. Oh, it's the same sound, but they got a cool new countdown. Oh, this will be fun, you guys. And again, I'll have lots of He-Man cartoons on here, so be prepared to see them. I'll probably start with some oldies but goodies that we've had in the past, but I'll also have some new ones because now I'm going to branch out to new adventures and Filmation stuff and everything else too. So there'll be more to see. Hey, Snooker, you made it. Dean Rock, you're on there too. 60 seconds and then counting down. Of course, you know what's funny about this is this has a leg, so you guys are probably closer to that by the time you get that. All right. I'm going to write welcome on there for those that have come. Welcome. Send. All right, you guys. King Hssss. We're going to see your terror. I'm going to go ahead and log off this video now. If people are just watching this, click the link in the description or the link at the top of the chat to go to the new channel. And I will see you guys there in a few seconds. And we'll watch the new King Hssss cartoon together. You guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. And I'll see you on this channel for lots of cool new customs. And the new cartoon channel for lots of new cartoons. Bye now.